Hello, my name is Hersh.
And I'm Felicia.
And this is the HERshyt Show. A little bit about it, and you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you'll probably cuss at me, but that's all right. I just want to bring to you the realization of what's really going on in this world that a lot of people are afraid to speak on. Enjoy.
Here we go.
I love surprising you. Welcome to this week's The HERshyt Show. The topic, this is why I said I was going to surprise her.
What's the topic?
Situationships and Oneships. We've talked about relationships before.
Okay.
However, situationships and Oneships differ from it's a different level of relationship.
Okay.
What if I say somebody's in a situationship, what would you think they were in? What would you think?
Okay. Now mind you, I don't know what this is. I'm learning too. Okay, situationship.
We're all
my
learning.
opinion would be what I would think it would be the people don't even know what they are, what the status is.
A situation.
Yeah, like they don't even know what the status is. They're just kind of going along with it, winging it.
You got it.
Is that
That's it. That's what puts in my. I mean, there's not an actual fucking Britannica.
But that's what that
definition.
It's like
for
it don't have a.
You're in a situation, and it's a ship. You want to be together. There's not really a title on it. You're in a situationship.
Okay. Just like a flirting type.
You're talking. You're in that talking level, but then there's the one ship. What do you think a one ship would be consistent of? You know, I come up with words all the time. What do you think a one ship would be? And one of my old Army battle buddies busted out laughing the first time I said one ship.
Once and done, boom, go.
So for me, a one ship is we're together. Regardless if the fuck you say we not. We're together. That's that one ship. You know how them people get like territorial?
That's creepy.
And they're claiming you? Yeah, it's like stalker tendencies.
And you don't, yeah.
Yeah, that's that Joe.
I know what that is. I'm like, oh, we're together? I didn't know that.
That's a one ship. So you have that one person that's claiming you, and you have no idea that they're claiming you like that or whatever. You know what I mean? It happens all the time.
I've been on both sides of that.
It's
like me too. I'm like, we all together?
But that one ship also can be faulted because somebody makes you think that y'all are in a relationship or a situationship. Y'all are going to that next level. So I'm going to make you think you're going to be that one. So the whole time, my retarded ass over here, yeah, that's my boo. You know, that's my baby.
I love
blah, 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 blah. And this whole fucking time, I'm in a one ship because apparently they're still
it's
doing
kind of
their
like dangling
thing.
the carrot just to keep you there just for the benefits and then
Exactly.
find somebody else or better. Okay, bye. We were never in a relationship anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
They introduce you to their new person as their friend.
Facts. Or you go and say, now social media is the thing now. So dude I was talking with it one time, right? And I was like, you know, he might have some potential, but we weren't claiming each other or nothing like that, you know? So I guess you could say it was the situationship level, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we would see each other. We might go out every now and again or something, but it wasn't nothing on a different level type commitment, right? And then you sit there, go through social media, and it was like, oh, okay, there it is. And you see the other booed up, you know, the couple, they look like a couple or whatnot, even though he might not think that they're a couple, but she's in there with obviously with the one ship in her mind because she's booed up and sitting on the lap and doing all this and that and the third. And it's like, oh, okay, guy. So yeah, let's not have people doing situationships and one ships. But then you have couples that are literally despise the hell out of each other. They love to hate each other and hate to love each other.
Purely karmic. Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, I don't want to fuck you. I don't want to be with you no more. And then the next day, why you with him? Why are you calling him? Or why you ain't answering the phone? Or, you know, all that childish shit. Pretty much.
God, it's so immature.
But you'll see people literally arguing over situationships and one-ships, especially on social media. And it makes me sick to my stomach when I see grown folks doing it.
Yeah.
That's my man. Well, apparently not. Apparently not. It's not your girl. That's not your dude. That's not... You're in a one ship. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So how would you confront if it dawns on you that you're in that situation? How would you possibly handle the confrontation? Not the confrontation, but the communication opening up. If you have somebody that is dragging you along or feeding you bullshit or making stuff sound real good, you know what I mean, and you're thinking, well, maybe it might work, and then you find out something that is obviously you're in a one-ship or a situationship and not a relationship.
And you thought it was something more.
How would you confront that matter?
Well, the way I am, I'm real like energy. If it don't work right, I'm like, okay, and I don't take it personal.
Yeah.
I just kind of flow on. So that's how I am. I just be like, bye, and I just, I mean.
How did you handle the situation?
Me?
Yeah, you said you think you've been on both sides of that coin.
Oh yeah, I have been. But I mean, if it's done in a respectful way, it's respect on both sides. It's
yeah,
okay,
that's what I'm. It's more like,
life.
Okay, we're not. This ain't gonna work.
So you got introduced to the other person.
No, I just got told that somebody else.
Oh, okay. What I mean, but see, that's honesty. That's a whole different. That's a respect.
You just be honest and communicate.
I gotta be honest with you. There's somebody else. I'm like, you know what? Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah,
exactly.
Keep pushing me to the left. But the whole time though, because before then I didn't get none of those things. It was like, okay, you my person, and this, we just all this talking.
So it went from situationship to one ship.
Yeah, well, I had no clue what was going on, but I knew something was up because the communication started getting further.
Yeah, you can tell.
And there are telltale signs.
Yeah, I knew something was going on, so I had already kind of prepared myself that it was coming.
Okay.
So that kind of helped. But then I've been the person that
You've done that to somebody else?
Yeah. I didn't like them like they like me.
And that happens all the time. You know what I mean?
It's the way he just said that.
I know.
Y'all can't see his facial expression.
People know I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
So, but I still tell people I'm a man.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna use no names, but there was one person that, we together, we in my house or whatever. We end up being together intimately, have sex and everything.
Okay.
But the whole time I'm thinking, man, why not?
This ain't the one.
Yeah, this ain't the one. I know it. But the man
it's there,
the man in me is not gonna turn it down.
I get it.
That's why I warn people, like, just don't get if you don't want to be hurt, don't.
No, that makes sense.
Because I'm still a guy at the end of the day. Yep. And I'm okay. I can do this, and I'm good. But you're gonna get attacked.
Yeah, there's some of those men and women both. I can't just say women.
I'm about to say there's some.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Yeah,
promiscuous individuals out there.
Like once you have sex, they think that.
Right.
You're women are bad, that's just how it is. That's a very intimate part of a woman, and I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they automatically think, okay.
And it's a hard discussion after that to be like, you know what, thank you. What do you say?
I know.
Well, see,
thank you.
I was the individual that would, listen, anybody that knows me, especially during my military days, I would get curious and be like, hey, it is what it is. One night stand, boom, hit it, done. Hey, I got my curiosity fed, and that's it. That's all. And I pretend like we friends the next day. Like, I mean, I wouldn't even act on. But there are, I'm not gonna act like, oh my God, he gave me some dick. We're together. You know what I mean?
We're soulmates.
I treat you just like a friend, like it never even happened. I'm good at that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't put no emotions into it. Depending on this, if it's going to be a relationship, that's different. But people also get it confused is the more you have sex with somebody, the more that you have that intimate relationship with somebody, you are feeding them a part of you.
Oh,
so if it's going to be one and done, be one and done, man. It ain't no.
And that's why I hate to bring up energy again, but I mean, I know, I get it. I hate it. I'm working on it. But your sexual energy is so powerful. When you give yourself away like that, just randomly all the time, you're giving so much of your power away. Mm-hmm. And you're literally merging with that person. You're literally, whatever they got going on in their lives, whether they're mentally ill, whether they got the trauma, the drama, whatever they got going on, you literally are meshing with that. And it will affect your life. And that's a fact.
And so, I mean, if you get your little cuddy buddy or whatever, and y'all are on that agreement, baby, somebody's going to end up.
And everybody they're with. It's not just, if you sleep with somebody, you're going to merge with everybody that they're sleeping with. Say they got they're sleeping with 4 different women or whatever, including you. you're literally taking on all that
All
stuff.
that
So when
energy,
you start
yep.
getting, your life starts getting bombarded, getting chaotic, getting dramatic, you start getting sick, mentally ill, whatever it is, just be mindful. I'm not saying do it or don't, but just be mindful.
I mean, yeah, if you wanna hop on a pogo, then go ahead and do what
people
you
go
do.
around
But
screaming about, I'm like,
you have to understand, if you don't have,
because I went years without, because I
years.
didn't want to merge with that mess. I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. And even for example, in during deployments or whatever, everybody had like their little cup friend, or doing what they were doing while we were deployed or whatever. I'm like, all right, that shit gonna catch up back with you, because half of them was married or engaged or whatever back home, and they called it temporarily divorced for a year, TDY, during the deployment. They was like, man, look, I got to get rid of my stress. However, there was some real faithful individuals out there too. Don't get me wrong.
It was more of a physical release,
but it was more of a physical release. You know what I mean? And they would get back home, and boy, whoever they was cuddled up to while they was deployed and acting like they was in that situationship or whatever, I guess the old girl thought that, he gonna leave his wife for me. First of all, that's the stupidest motherfucking thing to believe in your life, baby. Men and women alike, listen to me clear. If somebody tells you that they are going to leave their spouse for you, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker on earth to believe that. But anyway, because they're not.
Yeah, I don't personally know the person, but yeah, there was a situationship.
Yeah.
Lived in another state, had a wife, 2 kids, young kids. Seriously thinks that he's going to leave his wife for her.
That's the stupidest.
Or if that don't work, she's going to move in the same town with them, with the wife. I'm like, does the wife even know?
Just do polygamy then at that point.
No, the wife don't even know.
The wife don't know?
No,
oh, no.
I'm like,
baby,
your karma contract is going to be huge.
Let me put y'all on another secret.
No, it's unreal.
When you think that people don't know that you're doing something, and women don't leave their husband, especially if that man is
child support.
They say cheaper to keep her. Yeah, and a lot of people stay together because of that.
Yep.
So you can have this situationship and all of that and degrade yourself. What you're doing is degrading yourself. You are blocking yourself from actually finding your spouse. Or your forever partner. Not everybody has to get married.
I think it's a challenge thing in the brain. I think it's some type of challenge,
But how you get them is how you lose them.
You know what I mean?
I'm a firm believer in that.
They don't see that. They just see like the challenge part.
And you can feel when somebody steps out on you. I don't care what nobody say. There's a feeling. You can feel a disconnection.
Oh, she don't know or he don't know, baby. Yes, they do.
If you're tapped into who you are yourself, you know.
Your intuition is going to tell you.
Know. Whether you want to listen to it or not.
Let me tell you.
Something's telling you that somebody's sleeping with somebody else.
My ex, that motherfucker could walk in, and if he didn't take his socks and pants off by the door, and people have patterns when they walk in the house. They're taking their boots off, then taking their socks off, and then as they're walking down the hallway, there's certain patterns. If they skip a piece of that pattern, I already know you done did something stupid. I already know, because you pay attention to people. You know their way, especially couples that have been together for a long time. You know their ways. Your spouse knows that you're doing something, and you might not even be going full-fledged with it as far as, sticking and plucking. But, you know what I mean? But there could be something you're attempting to.
Yeah.
You're attempting to talk to somebody else.
It's a possibility.
And now you have this person in a one ship. You're in a situationship. And now you're the dumb shit because you're cheating on your spouse. And now your spouse has ammo to take. I want half Eddie. You know what I mean? They're taking it off.
I don't have the patience for all that mess.
To me, it's too much energy. It's too much energy.
I really don't.
Why would you?
Too much to keep up with. I'm like.
But this is what I've told all of my godsons. I told my son. I've even told my nieces and nephews. Be upfront about your situation, about your desire. Y'all can be in a situationship or whatever, and maybe it will bloom into something else.
Yeah, but if both agree to it, and I've always said, like married couples, if y'all both agree to be in swingers, so be it.
Open relationship.
Go for it.
Yeah.
But as long as you both agree to it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Go for it.
Both agree to it, but eventually somebody is going to catch feelings for somebody else.
Absolutely.
You could be all in love and in lust with this individual, with your spouse. You married your spouse for a reason, right? And if y'all get into that open marriage, which is cool if that's what y'all
Mhm.
choose to do or whatever, right? Y'all get into the open relationship or the open marriage or whatever. And that's where you have to be cautious of how much time you're spending outside in this open marriage. Because then you get into a habitual pattern of, I know my spouse is not going to leave me. And now I can go spend the night with this person. Like, there's got to be rules set in place, right? Because somebody's going to catch feelings.
Yeah, don't ever stop. Just because you're in a relationship, Monday, the same stuff, been with them a long time.
Mhm.
Don't ever stop pursuing that person.
Yeah. That's where a lot of couples mess up at.
Yeah, they
too.
just go in that.
The challenge is gone.
Yeah, that mundane, don't ever stop pursuing that person. Don't ever stop buying flowers. Don't ever stop.
Go take trips.
Don't ever. That's when you stop doing that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. There was a situationship where the couple lived in a whole different state, right? But apparently the husband was reaching out to somebody close to where I lived at. So I get a phone call one day and was like, "Hey, Hersh, I need you to go make sure this motherfucker know that they can be touched if need necessary, right? Don't go fighting on my behalf or whatever, but, just go confront the individual or speak to the individual." And I was like, "Bet, what's the address?" Because, hey, I'm a true friend, right? And if you're telling me that your spouse is cheating, you want me to go talk to another, I got you. Don't even worry about it. I'm on my way. So me and my little girl, we go pull up to the job site, right? Yeah. So apparently the pictures that was being sent to the dude was not what this motherfucker really looked like. He was being catfished.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I looked down, looked back up, looked down. I said, "Boy, you can't be this motherfucker. This picture." But the lady showed me where he was sending her gifts and broken promises and all that stuff of, "I'm going to fly you to where, for a vacation and blah, blah, blah." I mean, it was all of that. So it was literally a situationship. I can't even say it was a one ship. But she cut it off that, she was just like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Well,
I don't understand. It's just a fantasy.
I'm just here to let you.
You can't ever see the person because you don't look like that person.
But if he really looked at what that motherfucker really looked like.
That's why that was a fantasy, I guess.
She was using like a high school photo or a college photo or something. That's her Facebook page. But that motherfucker looked like Willy Wonka, Oompa Loompa type chick. Like she let herself go,
You said Oompa Loompa.
She was a little butterball. She was a little... But period, point blank, don't put yourself in a situationship. Like, if your spark is gone in your marriage and y'all are going through that mundane situation,
and it happens,
find something. Go on a trip. The money that you are spending into this one ship or situationship on the side, you could be putting into your spouse, and vice versa.
Yeah, don't stop making memories, because as soon as you stop making memories with that person,
yeah,
it sort of goes in that plateau, and you're seeking something better. You're seeking something, a challenge, whatever.
A challenge, that adrenaline rush, that spark or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, get the little tea light candles and
don't ever stop making
surprise
memories. Don't ever stop pursuing that person.
Yeah, even if your spouse is the type of person that doesn't like gifts or doesn't like, you know what I mean? And trust me, everybody likes a surprise every now and again.
Cut the grass, whatever they may like. Do a garden.
Please cut the grass. And I'm so tired.
We love that.
We do. We
love
it.
Fresh cut grass.
We sure do.
What am I talking about? I'm the one that cuts grass. But yeah. I'm the one that cuts. Yeah, I love cutting grass.
It's my exercise, damn it, and I live on a hill, so that is my only exercise. But it's the little things that count. Mm-hmm. It really is. Buy her favorite candy bar. Like,
yeah, okay, small. The littlest things.
You don't have to go buy rings and jewelry. When you start buying, tennis bracelets and jewelry, who'd you fuck? That's my first question. Because you done did something, especially if it's out of the blue, and that's not something that's typically done. You know what I mean?
If it's not typical, and I'm notorious for like buying.
So.
But you reach a plateau of that as well. I've been in that where you'll buy a big ticket item. Say, okay, I'm gonna spend $100. Now next time she spends $200, I spend $400, and it becomes
a competition.
And I get to a point where, hey, we up to $1,000.
No, I can't keep up with this. We're going back to 50.
Get the card.
So that's why it's important to do the cards and the candy.
Yeah, it's the small things.
Something small.
I know from experience that tit for tat competition thing, like you'll either run out of money or you're gonna be so stressed.
How about we put it in the same pot? Put the money in the same jar and take a vacation together.
That was a great way to do it.
You know what I mean? Like,
I got one of them little
since we going tit for tat, let's
like at least half of those items that I got don't work no more. It was broken by either my kids or something. That's why I had a big DJ booth set, like $600-700. I had
with the record thing when you scratch.
Yeah, I've gotten all that stuff, and it's like
I don't know what I'm doing, but I like to play with it.
For what?
It's because they love me and I love them. And I send them a big thing, and they send me something big. It's like,
okay,
we better be buying houses next. Like,
hey, I buy
your new car in a minute.
I buy the plane ticket, you book the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, find that middle ground to where y'all can, and it's memories. It's not something that's
don't ever stop making memories. Mm-hmm.
Instead of wasting money on big DJ items and go buy that no longer work and had to be donated or trashed. Put in something for travel the world, man. You know what I mean? Like the passport is $175 plus the $30.
Take a small vacation, go to the mountains,
drive from the East Coast to the West Coast.
We like to take little small vacations up in the mountains or somewhere close by.
Yeah,
just something to make.
I buy the groceries, you book the cabin. You know what I'm saying, or vice versa. Something you can find that middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even with flowers now. Now I try to buy flowers at once. You can put them in your house, but they also made where you can go take them outside and plant them.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Those kind of flowers now to where that.
See, I love that kind of stuff.
Like it'll come and it'll give you instructions on how long to keep it in your table and when to go plant it outside. So I do stuff like that now.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, instead of just
y'all can tell I don't get flowers often.
And that's a good way to raise the vibration of your house.
Yeah,
bringing flowers in.
Yeah, or candles. Like I'm a candle person. Man, I will burn candles all day, every day. I promise you.
I like candles.
And you can reuse the jars. You can get the ones that you can reuse the jars and get like the melting wax and reuse the jar and make your own candle. I've been looking at videos like that.
You have one of them, it's a wax burner, but it's like a little candle. You put a little tea light candle and it burns the wax. You have those? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, no. Because I will fuck around and burn my house down. I have the plug-in one that. Okay,
I just had the old Pier 1. I miss Pier 1, by the way. Come back. Come back, Pier 1. I miss you. I really do. I'm like, I miss Pier 1. But they had this little, it looked like a little copper kettle. Yeah. It's literally copper, and it held it, and then it was round, and it had a little tea light thing.
But see, that's the thing. I can't do the tea light thing.
But the wax melts. So good.
I love the wax melts.
It was like, what brand was it?
Yankee has a real good one.
Candle. Yankee has the best.
Yes.
Wax melts.
And
I know, like I can't smell. Like I can smell some things, but like I get used to it, and I won't smell it anymore. And like these things, I can smell. Yeah, I like them.
And see, that's a perfect gift, and it's not expensive. Yep. The little wax things, because if you know somebody, if your significant other or even your situationship or whatever, you're building into something, not the one ships, but the situationships. If you're building into something, the wax melts. If you know they love smell goods and the house to always smell good, then something like that, a little $2 box. Yep. And
see, for me, like the Evian water.
Yeah.
That's my favorite water on the planet. I love it. I can taste the difference. I love it. You buy me that, I'm your friend for life.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not like the cheapest water. It's expensive.
Yeah.
But like,
you can give me some great value water. I'm happy.
No, I can taste the difference. It tastes like, if I had to put it in words what it feels, it tastes like silk. Like the way it flows.
Yeah.
It's the weird, it's true. I swear, I love it.
She loves Evian water. So anybody
that donate,
twofeathersage@gmail.com.
I love it. But that's what Andy will buy me some every now and then. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, and I'll buy myself some occasionally. But it's like,
it's the thought that counts.
It's like $12 or something.
Yeah. But it's still 15. The thought that counts.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And that just makes my world. I love it.
Yeah. So, and like I was telling y'all before with my godsons and them, like, look, be upfront. Mm-hmm. Let somebody know upfront. look, if you feel like sticking around and thinking that it may grow into something, then that's your business. But I don't want to be in a relationship at this time because you never know. Because shit happens, right? You know, y'all are just friends or whatever, and it might grow. That chemistry might grow as time goes on. And when you start planning to be in a relationship, it starts blocking you. So just live, be together, spend time together. But all that cheating and all that other stuff, but it's for the birds. But again,
I just don't have the patience. It's like I'm very like cut and dry. Okay, I'm like,
I don't have the energy.
You do what you think.
Hell, I don't even have an energy for a situationship. More or less a cheating moment. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. I really don't. But it goes back to what you desire and what you want. And the more time you spend with somebody, the more that chemistry is going to blend. It's going to get together. Or it's not. And y'all are just, we should have just been friends from the beginning type deal. But there's nothing wrong with breaking your curiosity either.
No.
But don't get into a one ship and then just demand them like you're mine. No,
you don't own anybody. You don't own nobody. Even in a relationship, you don't own the person.
Mm-mm.
You have the right to be like, you know what, this ain't working.
And do not fuck with people you work with, man.
That's true.
It's like
you talking about a tangled up mess. A tangled up, embarrassing mess at that. Embarrassing mess.
Don't skeet where you get paid. I'm just saying. Don't
drink, like party drink and come back. Yeah. Be mindful.
The military is horrible for that shit. Oh my God. Just go to a different
You're talking
unit.
about like sitting off like, hey. Like you want to look up, hey.
Because you're together 24/7. So when y'all get so used to being around each other, one of two things is gonna happen. Either y'all gonna snap off on each other one day, or when that separation happens, they're so used to they can't be alone.
Yeah.
They end up doing the same thing. They find somebody else to cuddle with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So look, know where you stand. One ship, situationship, relationship. Don't cheat on each other. Be upfront. Learn how to communicate, and it's the little things that count. Till next time, it's the HERshyt Show.
Be sure to log on to youtube.com and subscribe to the HERshyt Show at TheherShytshow.